Morning, everybody. How are you this morning? Oh, I'm here. I'm here. I'm showered. You got my wet hair look as usual. And today I've got my coffee. So let me know what you're drinking right now, what you're doing. It's a rainy Saturday morning here in Chicago. So it looks really chilly outside and oof, it just looks terrible. Anyway, hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Let me know if the sound is all right. I've got my whole setup going on over here. And don't mind me if I slurp my coffee because it's really hot. But let me see who's here this morning. Oh my goodness. I am well, I'm here. It's been a week. It's been a week. We'll get into it. But Heather says, "Hey Mary, just wanted to let you know I received my package and I absolutely love everything. Thank you for all you do." Well, thank you. No, thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm working hard over here. It's been interesting. So I will share more because I sort of injured myself. So not with shop related things, but it's making shop related things a lot harder. So we'll get there. We'll get there. But Dawn is here. Hello, good morning. And Pauline and Cindy and is that Katerina? Hi, good morning. Stephanie is here. She said she hopes everyone is having a great Saturday, and I hope you guys are too. We have a date scheduled today, so lots of fun stuff. But let's see. Sparkling Diamonds here, and Jessica for the love of coloring says good morning. Order placed, ready to watch until time to go to my mother's birthday party. Well, you take your time, girl, and no worries. We're here. Today's live is going to be a little shorter, probably only about an hour, because my husband and I are actually going to see a movie. And we wanted to catch the matinee because my mom is still here and we're going to go to dinner together. So we're just kind of, you know, taking advantage of the Saturday off because I feel like I end up working a lot of weekends. And so I was like, we need to do something this Saturday. So we're going to see the new, I can't even remember the name of it, but it's the Air Jordan movie. Maybe that's what it's called. I don't know. Y'all have to tell me. I can't remember. But yeah, so my husband's really into sports and he wants to see it. And I saw the preview for it and it looked really fantastic. So I'm excited to go to that. So we're doing that at like 12:45. Which then it's like 11 here. So I just want to make sure I'm off here by noon so I can go to that. But let's see. Pauline says she can hear me just fine. Well, good. I'm glad. Thank you for letting me know. Um, so sunny Saturday morning with my tea and mystery diamond painting number 12 from DAC. Nice. That sounds lovely. I miss diamond painting. Speaking of which, I have some like little small projects that I purchased, or well, one small project that I purchased, and I just wanted to share it with you guys at some point today because it's really cute. Let's see. I feel like my voice is going out. I had like an insane allergy attack this morning, and it was so bad that I ended up taking Benadryl. So like I'm a little tired. So we are getting lots of pollen, and maybe the rain will help though. I don't know. Leslie is here. Let's see. Kira is here, and Morgana, Tammy, Lainey, Karen, Angelique. Hi, everybody. How are you? How is your Saturday going? Yeah, we do have an awesome day. We've got the movie, and then we're gonna go out to eat to one of our favorite Mexican spots. And I was joking around because my mom and I've been cooking. My like collars bugging me. My mom and I've been cooking a lot of like Mexican food here at the house. Fajitas and tacos and just a lot of kind of Mexican inspired things. And so I was like, it feels like that's all we eat. But we're also going to a Mexican restaurant today, but they have the best fajitas and I'm so excited. But bubbly with juice and diamond painting, that sounds so great. Um, yeah. what was I gonna say? Did anybody buy from DAC this morning? Anybody? Wow, there's so fewer people here today without the shop release. I can't believe it. Um, but let's see. Yeah, did anybody buy from DAC this morning? I tried really hard. I've been trying to be like on a no buy for the longest, and there were two this morning at DAC that I had to do, and I couldn't help it. So I was just going to show you what I got. I ended up with this one, the little Make Life Sweet. Isn't that cute? So we had that one. And then, yeah, the tea and books was really cute too. And the Cardinal family, I liked a lot of them this weekend. And then I had to get this little guy, the Incatenito. He was too precious. I had to do it. But I know I wanted to stick to my no buy, but those 2, I was like, if I miss out on them, I'll be really sad. So the FOMO got me. Oh, I was gonna get the cupcake one from this week and the snack size spangler from last week, but haven't taken the plunge. I know sometimes it's like so hard because you're so on the fence and you don't want to overspend. And I know. Oh, Angelique said she used her points to get Virgo. It's her zodiac. I get it. I get it. That makes sense. Leslie says, "No DC got the restocked Pride Kitty by Puffy Gator from Distracted by Diamonds." Oh yeah, I have that one in my stash and I love it. So good. Oh, Stephanie said, "Can we see your mug, please?" Yes, absolutely. So I cannot even remember where I got this. I think it was at Marshall's and it was a couple years ago. Marshall's or Home Goods or one of those, but it basically has all of like a bunch of cats on it and then a bunch of like quotes about cats. So like let's see, Lewis Carroll says, "It is a very inconvenient habit of kittens that whatever you say to them, they always purr." Or it's a very distinct tribute to be chosen as the friend and confidant of a philosophic cat. H.P. Lovecraft. So it has like authors' quotes and stuff. I can say with sincerity that I like cats. Also, I can give very good reasons why those who despise them are wrong. Emily Bronte. If a man could be crossed with a cat, it would improve man, but it would deteriorate the cat, says Mark Twain. But yeah, that's my crazy cat lady mug. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys saw this, but that's interesting news, and I did see it. Jessica said she really wants the incognito, but it doesn't fall within her set buying rules. I know we all set like those rules for ourselves. Is it X, Y, and Z? I feel like limited edition has always been a factor in that, and, she said, especially since we don't know if anything is limited edition anymore, and that is very true. Diamond Art Club, like, I guess, announced that they're not putting that tag on their paintings anymore, um, just because it is from my understanding, it's because they can't always predict how well things are gonna sell or how quickly things are gonna sell out, and a lot of times limited edition gets tied to, like, paintings that, um, that are really, really popular, and then people wanna bring them back, and then because they, like, wanna stick to their guns in limited edition, they don't do that, and so, um, I guess part of what they were saying is uh, that they wanna just be able to restock if it does well and be able to discontinue if it doesn't. But, they were saying that the best place to, shop if you don't wanna miss out um, is like the last chance section or something like that, or low stock. Um, but it's interesting because that now we really don't know. And so it's like, are we gonna continue taking the risk that it's not gonna come back? Or I don't know. I'm interested to see how people start tackling it now because it's hard. But There are always D-stashes, and usually you can get your hands on a little something, close to what you want. There's so many options out there, but let me go back because I missed a few. Mindy says she got Cardinal Family. Yeah, I love that one. It's pretty. Katarina says she can't already spent her budget on the restocks. I feel you. Morgana saying hello to Dawn. Both would be cute. Yeah, they would. They would. I feel like you can do a lot of really fun stuff, on, like, the cupcakes with, like, sparklers or something, Timo. Let me see. And I wanna look at it and just draw my inspiration. Hello? Doesn't wanna pull up for me. Usually I used to go to the new arrivals and they would be in there, but they're not. So, I'm gonna go through my text. Now I wanna look at it. Foxy Lady looks like that's sold out. Trinity of Peace is sold out? No way. Cardinal Family is sold out? Oh, so cute. Even up here, like, in the words up top, I feel like you could do some fun stuff. I just had to look at it. I had to know. Anyway, that one's gonna make me hungry. Uh, Leslie is here. Well, good morning. Glad you're here. Cindy said she understands the reasoning, but it really amps up the FOMO since you don't know if it's gonna be limited or not. I know it does. That's why I was like, it'll be interesting to see how people handle it moving forward. But Karen said, "Didn't wanna spend the money, but there's a couple she'd love." Yeah, I get it. Love your mug. Yeah, I love this mug. It's so cute. Oh, Kimberly, hi. She said, "Good morning," and it's afternoon here. Morning for me still, technically. Um, okay, so couple things. I'll share with you first. I fell and sprained my wrist. So this. That's what's happening. Um, it is feeling actually this was on Wednesday last week, and it's actually feeling a lot better as of today. As of yesterday, I was still, like, icing it for 20 minutes at a time, like, it was a little rough, but it feels a lot better today. And I'm a little worried about next week's shop release because, I mean, I haven't started making putty. I wanted to start this week, and then I didn't get to, and so, um, yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'm still gonna be able to do the releases because my mom is still here, and she's still helping me out around the house, and um, she's still, helping me with shop stuff, and so she's been helping me a lot with the putties and stuff. Um, and so I'm really hoping that she will be able to help me make some product, but if not, I know you guys understand because you're injured. So it sucks, but I'm making do. But yeah, I'm just looking here. It looks as though maybe my stream has gotten interrupted. I don't know. Y'all let me know if you guys can hear me because 'cause I'm not getting any chats right now. Um, but anyway, so TBD on the shop release for May 6th. Um, I do think it's gonna be okay. She can do most of the stuff, but we're gonna kinda have to do we're gonna have to kinda do things together, but yeah, I'm not getting anything in chat or okay. Okay, alright, we've got a few people. Cindy said it froze for 2 seconds, then came back. Yeah, it worried me because like, nothing was happening. But yeah, unless it's definitely still morning. It's Saturday, so it's morning until midnight. I feel you. Um, but anyway, So that being said, with my little injury here, I did wanna at least share a few of the things that I was kind of planning on bringing to the shop, once uh, once we open. So next week is Saturday, May 6th. We've got, we got the mystery pack for May coming up. We've got 2 of the way that I decided, and if you weren't here last week, I'll explain. The way that I decided to do the what do you call it? The way that I decided to do the Zodiac series is the following. So, normally we have, like, 2 new weekends in a month and then a restock weekend. Well, the restock weekend is going to have 2 new putties, but not other putties that are new with it because I don't wanna like, drag out the Zodiac series for months and months, and there's 12 signs, so I wanna do 2 per weekend, um, in May, and then 2 per weekend in June. So, we'll have 2, 4, 6 of them in May, and then 2, 4, 6 of them in June. So, we've got the Zodiacs. There's gonna be 2 Zodiac buddies along with coverminders. I have a few Star Wars coverminders coming, because May the 4th be with you, except I'm late because I didn't think about it. Um, and yeah. I just kinda wanted to share a few of the things that are coming, then coffee break. But then we also have some storage. So, I was telling you guys I had some storage options coming to the shop soon, one of which was the collaboration with Bella Art Nicole. Now, I won't be selling those, she will, so you can purchase those on her site. So I will in my storage listings, I will also list, the link to Belle Art de Nicole. So if you haven't seen that yet, I don't have one here with me yet, but it's on its way to me. I did order it along with some trays, pretty recently. So I have a putty holder on its way, and they're, yay, yay big. Um, but I was trying to come up with some alternative storage solution because I know a lot of us are really, really limited on space. Um, when you're diamond painting, you need to kind of have your table free and open. And so I'm like, is there some way that we can put the put mud on, like, a vertical surface, like on a hook or something like that. And so I did come up with a little storage solution that I think is really fun, and I wanted to share it with you guys today because I just think it's, like, pretty much the cutest thing ever. Like, obviously, I've got these hooks here behind me, but those are like, not everybody's got a pegboard at their house, and you get a pegboard for all your MerryMud. Anyway, so I just wanted to have I don't know, I wanted to have options. So, I found some really cool little rings that you can put your mud on, which I've seen people do this before, so I'll show you one now. So we've got a little ring here, and these are all my red putties. Um, and this is just it's kind of like a key ring, sort of. It's a little bigger, and you just unscrew this little piece here, and you can open it up and use whichever putty you want and put it back and just screw it right back in. So these are really easy to use. And I have them in almost every color to match the bags. So I've got red and orange and yellow and green. They're so cute. And then purple, blue, and the only blue that like, this one doesn't really quite match, it's light blue, and I've been putting it with the kind of the Tiffany blue. So yeah, like, people use these rings to store, floss for, what do you call it? For cross stitch? Wow. Um, I'm a cross stitcher, and I couldn't come up with that. Anyway, so we got a dark pink and a light pink. Yeah, the Bella storage tray came out already. Um, and then I've got a black and a white. Now, obviously, you can pick whatever color you want and put whatever colors you want with it. I just thought this was fun because there's 11 colors and I have 11 bag colors, so they can each coordinate. Now I have something, I'm just gonna put this down. I do have something that is extra cute to go with this, and it is a hook. And I'll be selling these on the shop because I just think they're the cutest thing I've seen ever, and I had to share them with you guys. So, this is the hook. It's just kind of a cute little 3D hook, and you can hang your stuff on it like this, right? Notice that I have my fingers on the top because when you are not ready, make sure if you're not watching your screen and you're diamond painting right now, please make sure that you look up at your screen here. I'll give you like 10 seconds because this is the cutest thing and you don't want to miss it. Okay. So here's the little hook. Are we ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are we ready? Okay. So when I hang these on the hook, it's just too cute. I can't. So there's a cat that pops up out of the little box when you hang them on the hook. So these come with a self-adhesive pad to put it on the wall. However, these pads will like rip the paint off your wall, and they're quite permanent. So I wanted to give you guys an option, and so I'll give you the option of the permanent adhesive, or I have found some command strips that work really well with these, and I will provide you with those if you choose to upgrade to the command strip version, because that way you don't have to go out and buy a whole package of command strips, like, and anyway, there it is. There she is. But so I have a blue one with a white kitty, and then we also have a pink one with a white kitty. It's too cute. So I did do some tests to see, like, how many muds it would take to get this little guy to pop up, and it's about, like, 7 or 8 if they're full, but if you use some of the product, it might not. And, like, if I just hang this really lightly, see how it doesn't come up all the way? You can very easily pull it, and then it'll stay. So, just an FYI on that. But yeah, if you just, like, kinda set your muds, like, if you don't, like, gently put them right, if you just do a little bit of that. Anyway, I just thought it was so cute and just a fun little storage option. Um, oh, that's a great idea. Um, they would have to be very, very strong though, because obviously you don't wanna put the weight of this on that. So it might work, but there would need to be probably 4 of them on there, like, of the big size. I would have to test that out, and I might be able to make that adjustment. Um, but a lot of us have craft carts, and they're all overloaded with stuff, and if we can find ways to hang things on a wall, we can utilize that space, and so I just thought this was a really cute option, but there's more. There's more. Let me get another putty thing. So I also have a little blue one, and you notice the hook here is gray, and that is because this one's a little mouse, technically. He's a little gray mouse. And then probably my favorite one, because I just think it's so stinking cute. He's so cute. Look at him. It's a bear. How sweet is that? Anyway, this was my solution, and then so I mean, you could also just use a command hook, or you could use any of the, like, pegs on a pegboard, whatever you wanna use, and even if you have, like, a pegboard, you don't necessarily need this ring, right? Because, um, you know, these all have this hole in them, so you don't need that. Gonna say oh, I was gonna show you. I do have a I'm like, I have so many things around this place. Um, Sorry, guys. So, for those of you who like to collect the samples, I'm actually upgrading our sample bag. So, it's not this size, it's a little smaller, it's a little thinner, but it's going to have a hole in it and they're going to be holographic like this one. So, the samples are going to look a little different. Um, Maybe not next week, but the week after. So, with that hole in there, you could also use this storage method with that. Um, Heather said, "You know, it would put them over the top if the cat said something or meowed." Yeah, that would be insane, and, I think that would probably end up getting on my nerves. Be like, "I don't wanna hang my stuff back up because it's gonna be loud." But anyway, so I am upgrading, like I said, our little sample bags as well. So instead of the white bag, in a few weeks' time, once I get deplete the old inventory of the sample bag, the samples will go to the holographics. So we're making improvements. I just don't know what I did with the sample size bags. I think I might have actually put them away where I was supposed to, which is that's new. Um, but yeah, anyway, I just wanted to share that because I thought this was really fun. But yeah, so I wanted to have options and I wasn't really sure how to like how to sell them so that you guys could get what you wanted. Because I know some people don't want all 11 of them, and then some people want all 11, and so I will be selling them separately as individual colors or as a bundle for all 11 of them. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, one of the things about Etsy that really they're not available today, they'll be available next week, on the 6th with the shop release. Because I didn't want people to, like, have to buy stuff today and then have to buy again next week and then have to pay double shipping and because 'cause I'm not releasing anything else this week, and so I just figured I will wait and I'll do them on the 6th with the release, but, um what was I gonna say? Oh, so in order like, the way that Etsy works is they take a listing fee from every single item that I list. Whether I list it for $1 or $500, they take a 20-cent listing fee from everything. So, if I list an item for $2, like the samples, 20 cents of that immediately goes to Etsy, then a percentage of that goes to Etsy, and then I spend money on all the, like, shipping supplies and things like that. So, like, one of the things that I notice a lot is people will come onto the site and they buy just one thing, which I'm grateful for and I think it's wonderful, but, like, on the samples, I end up just breaking even if someone buys just one sample, and so in order for me to break even and not lose money, that's why I charge $2 per sample, other because otherwise I would lose money completely. By the time Etsy takes their fees and I pay for the sample product itself, the bag, the release paper, the sticker, the shipping envelope, paper, the sticker, the the shipping label, right? All of that stuff, like, comes out of my pocket as part of my expenses, and so when people order, like, just one sample, I don't make any money off of that at all. Um, but yeah, so in order for me to make sure that I'm not losing money, these will individually be priced at $2, just to get one of them. But if you want the whole set, I'm gonna discount it pretty heavily because I want it to be like a fair market price. So I think like the whole set, I was thinking around like 14 for the whole thing. Then you can get all 11 of them. But I just have to price them at $2 each so that when someone comes on and just orders one thing, I don't like I said, I don't lose money on that. But that's another thing too. So I know a lot of businesses, when they start to see a lot of success on Etsy, will move over to Shopify to try to start avoiding some of those fees and keeping the prices down for y'all. Because what I'm noticing is that the fees are so astronomical that like there's a lot of times where I get an order in and I don't make anything off of it. So that's frustrating when you're um, spending all of the time and effort to do things, and then, your profit ends up being super, super low. And, the whole reason I got into this shop was not for the profit, but now that I'm working on it almost full time, if it's gonna generate that income for me, I have to make the profit, right? Um, but anyway, that being said, I would really like to open a Shopify soon, and, I'll probably use a similar business model to some other places where the prices on Etsy will be a little bit higher, and I'll just carry, like, a core stock on Etsy, and then all of the remaining items that I sell, and, like, the new releases and things like that will all be over on the Shopify site. Because Etsy is a really great way for people to find the shop and, um, you know, I don't know, so I have to figure out how all that's gonna work, but that's gonna take me some time. It's probably a few months down the road before that happens, but anyway, um, because I just can't the Etsy fees are absolutely, like, they're through the roof. I can't believe how much, like, of the sales that I make, I think I only see about 65 or 70% of it. And then I have to pay taxes on all of that as well, like, to the government, which is another 30%. So, like, of all of the money that I make on Etsy, only about 50% of it comes to me, and that doesn't include any of my expenses, so it's rough. So, we've been, like, looking at the finances, and I'm like, "This makes sense." But Etsy it's bad. I don't mean to talk crap about Etsy. That's not what I'm trying to do. But anyway, so anybody have any questions about little storage options? I don't know, I just thought it was cute. Like I said, you can just get one ring and mix all your colors together if you want to. That's also not a problem. But anyway, fun times. My computer is doing all sorts of things. So Shopify is just it's a host with which to have a website, like a shopping website. So, um, like, a lot of times when you buy off of somebody's site, like, I believe and I don't wanna speak for them because 'cause I'm not 100% sure. Um, like, I think Enablers Outpost might use Shopify. I know Bella RJ Nicole uses Shopify. So it's just a platform with which to host an online business. But it's not like Etsy in the way that Etsy's this entity that you go to and then you go to the shop. Like, you would just go straight to, whatever domain I'm able to purchase, MerryMud.com or whatever, and then you would shop there. So it will be essentially my own website. It'll be, my own platform. I'll design it, all that. And there are fees for Shopify, but they're nothing compared to what the Etsy fees are. So it's like there's a breaking point in sales where it just makes sense to go over to Shopify. But Shopify is one option. There are other online selling platform options. The Shopify is just the one I'm most familiar with. But anyway, that is coming soon. I've also, and I kind of told you guys this before, have been dabbling in some polymer clay stuff. Um, that is, yeah. So the shop app is Shopify in disguise. And so that's like the consumer end of it, right? You can track all of your Shopify purchases through the shop app. So anytime you purchase from a small biz, if they're a Shopify, it'll link it right to that. And so you'll see all of your stuff coming. But yeah. Let's see. I know, Cindy, it is. It's crazy. The fees are just astronomical. Timber, that is Shop Pay, but Shop Pay it's all part of Shopify. It's all the it's the shop, like, it's all one umbrella, like, thing. Um, but let's see. Um, Francesca's here. Hello, dear. How are you? Happy Saturday. Um, yeah, Karen. It's not that I'm not making money. Like, on the larger purchases, everything is fine. It's just when someone like, I'm just breaking even because of the fees when I get, like, an order for just one sample. Yeah, Tamara said, "Ah, cool. I've always used it to track packages." Yeah, and so anything that's Shopify will automatically link, and then you can link your email so that your Amazon packages show up, UPS, USPS, pretty cool. But yeah, ShopPay doesn't do any payment plans internationally. Does Etsy have an international payment plan? I don't even know how that works. Um, and so that's all things I have to like think about and think about how I want to run the business, right? But, it'll take some time to get there because, I also have a full-time job outside of this, so I'm like, "Ugh." Um, but yeah, let's see. Where am I? Oh, okay, Jessica said she loves Etsy because of the Klarna option. Yeah, and I actually really like Etsy for international shipments because they help me handle a lot of the customs information and a lot of that type of paperwork and things like that. Um, so I don't know. I don't know if the option is to just have both shops and then people can choose which one they wanna buy from, but then I have to manage inventory in that way, and that's gonna be really, really tough. So I'm just not sure how I wanna navigate that, but we'll figure it out. Um, don't worry, the Etsy shop's not going away anytime soon. It'll be a couple months before anything happens. Um Anyway, what else did I so I told you this before, that some of the things that I wanted to bring to the shop, were some polymer clay things that I've been working on, and I finally got a chance to just kinda sit down and do a little experimenting. I just experimented with, like, 2 colors, and I don't love, love, love this clay either. Um, the texture is not my favorite, um, so I'm purchasing a different brand just to see how it does. Um So the cost would probably be the same as it is right now, but then the Etsy price would go up a little bit. Not a lot, just by, like, a dollar, and then the samples might be, like, 2.50. Um, but yeah, so the Shopify would essentially be about the same price that it is now, as long as inflation doesn't keep hitting. Hi, Mia. I saw you, I'm sorry, I just was in the middle of explaining everything, I'm sorry. So Mia is here. How are you, dear? You're not invisible. Nobody's invisible. I just can't get to all the comments sometimes. So I wanted to show you guys a few of the little like, polymer clay things that I've been working on. This is literally just two of them that I happen to have ready and done. That I don't know if I'm going to bring these to the shop just yet. I still want to, like I said, experiment with a couple different brands of clay and um, like, different subsets of clay within that. So, like, I used Sculpey, soufflé for this, and I don't like the texture, and so I wanna, switch over to the Primo because 'cause I've used that before and really liked it. So, anyway, I just wanted to show you. So I've got this little tarot or not tarot, but, this little, like, Ouija board spirit. But there's literally no color or anything on this, it's just black right now. And I've been experimenting with, like, mica powders and acrylic paints and things like that to make things fun, and also resin, on the top to make it shiny. So I wanna bring some cover minders to the site that are made out of polymer clay and that are made by me, just because I like to create things and I like to make things and I wanna share them with you. So that's one thing, and then I have one that's plain that has a kind of the constellations of the Zodiac, and this one is sparkly. Isn't that cool? And I have this little guy that is my pride and joy, and I love him so, so, so much. It's a little kitty cat on a moon, and I wanted to, like, find some ways to, like, to jazz this little guy up too. So, look how cute. These I haven't connected these yet, but this one's got, like, kind of a floral moon. So cute. That's what that one looks like. Isn't that cute? Anyway, so and, like, I have some silver clay coming so I can make the moon in a silver instead of yellow. Um, But yeah, I just thought that was precious. I love him so much. Anyway, so I've been, like I said, working on some polymer clay things. And yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, so those will be coming to the shop. Eventually as cover minders, and then, I have some pretty earring designs coming too, just because I like to craft and make things, and that was, like, the whole thing about my channel just to begin with, is that I didn't want to, like, pigeon my hole myself into diamond painting, and while that is still my passion and I love to do it, I didn't want that to be, like, the only thing, that's why I named it, Mary Making and More and Mary Making Crafts, because it's not just Mary's diamond painting, because I wanted it to have a bigger umbrella. So if you're an earring fan like me, I don't even have earrings on today, but if you're an earring fan like me, polymer clay is really cool. It's such a really it's a really lightweight medium. Um, and yeah, like I could wear these like as an earring with absolutely no problem. Like they're super, super lightweight. Even this guy, he's huge, he's chunky, but I would have absolutely no issues wearing this as an earring because it's so lightweight. I was really shocked at polymer clay when I first, like, kinda started messing with it, and when I bought my first pair of polymer clay earrings, because 'cause they're so lightweight, I'm, like, shocked. Anyway, so really cute. Like I said, I'll be experimenting with these a little bit more. I just wanted to show some things I was working on because 'cause they're really cute. But anyway, yeah, what else? Oh, I was gonna show you something else share something else that I had purchased recently, and I haven't started working on it yet, but I just thought it was a really fun idea. I really like sorry, I'm messing around 'cause I'm trying to put all my muds back, um, 'cause it, like, stresses me out when things are dirty. Um, like, things get messy, and I'm like, "I can't handle this." Yeah, I agree, Mia. So I have a really hard time, like, I have a very short neck, and, like, I have a hard time with earrings that are really long because they end up, like, hitting me in my double chin and, like and hitting, like, my shoulders. I don't like really big earrings, and the thing about polymer clay is the more detailed it gets, like, if you have a cutter that I'm, like, cutting an earring out with, the more detailed it gets, the more finicky it is, and it's a little harder to deal with. The clay kinda sticks into those embossed cutters, and it's just a little tougher to work with. So until I get really good at it, obviously, I don't think I'm gonna release any earrings that are like this, that are huge like this, unless I have a lot of requests for it. But I do wanna have some, like, smaller dangles that I can do. Um, so I'm working on it. I have so many cutters I have bought recently. Um, but one of them like, this is an example of a little set that I bought, and these are, like, see how tiny they are? And they're really pretty. So, like, this one here, this tinier one, would be the stud at the top, and then, um and then that would be the thing that dangles. So I'm like you, I like smaller earrings. Um, like, this is one of the bigger ones that I have, but even still, it's not as big as that moon, right? And again, the polymer clay is more lightweight than you could ever imagine. I was shocked. 'Cause I don't like the heavy stuff either. It bothers my ears, and then I end up taking them out halfway through the day because they drive me nuts. But Kitty and Moon remind me of Sailor Moon. Oh, yeah, they do. They kinda do. Um, but y'all, the possibilities with polymer clay are just absolutely endless. Like, you could go all day and all night. Like, I don't forget putty, guys. It's just polymer clay from here on out. No, just kidding. Welcome, Anthony. We're not doing putty anymore. I'm just kidding. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I love this little guy. He's so sweet. And even just like going through the learning process of figuring out like what's the best way that works for me to stand these? What's the best way to bake them? What's my bake time? But anyway, so I've been experimenting a lot and it's really fun. I've been really enjoying it. So anyway, uh Let's see. Oh, planchette. Is that what these are called? These little guys? Are they planchettes? I don't know what they're called. I have some, acrylic paint coming today that's gold that I wanna put in the embossed part of this one. I think it's gonna look really cool. But yeah. Anyway, I just always I call them, like, Ouija board things. I'm like, "What is that called?" I don't know. To talk to this I have some little polymer clay tarot cards too that I'm gonna do. I'm excited. They're fun. Um, but Anthony's here. Hello. Aw, I'm crafty. I try. But like I said, that's why I named it Mary Making Crafts because I do lots of crafty things and I just wanna share them all. Um, so we got the polymer clay. Oh, and then I like I told you guys before, I'm experimenting with they do look like guitar picks. Experimenting with some, um, soap and candle stuff. Um, make pretty beads for drop earrings. Yeah. Um, I'm really bad at making round beads out of polymer clay, 'cause that's the whole reason I bought polymer clay to begin with a long time ago was because I wanted to make some round beads, and they came out terrible. But I'm sure that I could do some research and get better. Oh, yeah. Girl, I have gone down that rabbit hole at 3 AM many times, Mia. She said you can find lots of YouTube videos on how to clay stuff. Oh, yeah. And, I've watched 'em. And, but it's really funny because, like, even still, depending on your environment, depending on your strengths, your talents, your weaknesses, your oven bake times are different, how you bake things is different for everybody, so I'm still kind of tweaking and finding out what works for me. The first time I baked something, it kind of turned a little brown, and I was like, "Oh, no," and so I, like, found a way to, um from somebody else's suggestion to put, like, an aluminum pan on the bottom and an aluminum pan on top and clip them together and then bake them, so that it prevents that browning, and anyway, Melanie said, "I wanna do other crafts too. I feel obligated to diamond paint because my stash is so huge." Um, yeah, I agree, and I'm the same way too because I have all these other things I wanna do and make, but that's why I was like, "Well, at least if I'm doing some of the polymer clay stuff like this, I'm still creating and crafting, but then it's diamond painting too, because you can use these as cover minders." So, anyway, it'll be polymer clay cover minders first, then eventually some earrings, and then who knows what else. We got soap, we got wax melts, we got I'm working on the cross stitch stuff too, so. Nani said, "I'm jealous of your coffee. I made 2 cups this morning, and my 4-year-old put his Hot Wheels in both cups. I gave up after having to dump both of them out." Well, you could what if you sanitize the Hot Wheels and then I'm just kidding. Mia, I saw your post about making a trade with Edward, and we might have to have a talk because maybe you could knit me something, and then we can swap product. 'Cause I may or may not also need a Gryffindor and a Hufflepuff scarf. Just throwing that out. Maybe 1 scarf for every Hogwarts house. So I was gonna show you guys this, and then I'm gonna head off here pretty soon. We got about 10 more minutes, but I bought this from Amazon, and I just thought it was really cute. Really cute. Um, so I'm kinda obsessed with, like, random little diamond painting projects that are not necessarily a canvas, right? Like, I love the cards and the stickers and you know? So, I saw these the other day and I was like, buying that immediately because I buy so much diamond painting related stuff on Amazon that it starts suggesting things to me. So, here's a little toolkit and drills. Let me show you. Y'all, they're coasters. I didn't know that diamond painting coasters existed, and then I saw this on Amazon, and I was like, "100% I'm buying that." And then I went down another rabbit hole. So down in the description of this video, I put the link for these if you wanna check these out. These are kind of just an abstract, like, kinda up close flower print, I guess, and it looks like there's 6 I think there's 6 of them in here. So that's what these look like. But I just really liked the colors, and I thought the hexagonal shape was nice. Um, but one thing I don't like about specials like this is that, you've got all your circles in here, and then there's always, like, some glue that gets left outside of it. So I am going to, try to seal them, I think. I have some sealer, so I'm gonna seal them when I get them done. But and then it comes with once you finish the painting, you can put this little cork on the bottom. It's like adhesive. And then this is the little set. Tamara's like, "Where have you been? Have you been living under a rock?" I guess I have. I don't know, girl. Uh, she's like, "I have several coasters that." Yeah, you have to seal them. So I have some sealer to mess with, and try because I've never sealed a diamond painting, guys. I've been diamond painting for 3 years, I ain't never sealed one because I just don't. Um, anyway, coaster set. So that was on Amazon, so I put the link in the description, but then, y'all, they have a dog set, they have a cat set, they have butterfly, like, they have everything. Amazon is I just can't. Here's the dog set, like, I can't. I can't even. It's so cute. Yeah, see, the bookmarks and keychains I knew existed. Why did I not know about the coasters? Anyway, look at this. They have a bee set with, like, honey pot. What? Here's the butterflies because I have to show you guys everything. So cute. These are bigger sets than the one I bought. Cats, 'cause I love cats. We all know this. Cat set. I'm showing them all. Karina says she got the cat set for a friend. There's a cow set. One of the cows has sunglasses. I simply cannot. Daisies, Easter I'm not even gonna go through all these, I'll be here all day. Um, there's a fruit set, paws, uh, it's a sports set, you guys, little sports balls. Absolutely not. Wild animals. This is interesting because 'cause we've got, like, a lion, bear, monkey, tiger, like, yeah, wild animals, and then there's a pig. And I'm like, I guess pigs hogs are wild, I don't know, anyway, I just wanted to share that because I thought they were really, really cute, and I put the links down below if you wanna check them out, just 'cause I got excited about them. Anyway, I thought they were too cute, but, little projects like this bring me a lot of joy because I haven't, been able to find the time to really sit down for any length of time in diamond paint, um, especially, because I told you guys my mom came into town. And part of what she's helping me do, and I kid you not, y'all, we are going through our entire home. And I mean, every single room in the house is being gone through, all the drawers, all the nightstands, all the dressers, all the things. We're going through every single little item and article of stuff that I own, donating a bunch of clothes and mostly clothes, and just old things that I'm not using anymore. And then I had a bunch of stuff at my brother's in his attic, old Barbies and toys and my high school Letterman jacket and things that I didn't really wanna get rid of, but didn't have a place to store, and we're kinda going through and, like, consolidating and organizing everything. But, she's been here for 3 weeks now, and we're about at the halfway point because moving the shop was also another thing that was part of that. And moving the shop took the entire weekend. So, woo, um Tamara, I wish I could do a garage sale. I just don't even have the time to, like, go through all of that. And, like, a lot of the stuff I'm donating, I wouldn't be able to get much out of anyway, and I'm like, "I'm just gonna donate it so somebody can get it nice and cheap and enjoy it, and somebody else can benefit off of it because I don't have the time." But anyway, yeah, so like I said, we're going through every item that I own, and it is painstakingly awful, but it's also taking a lot of time. It's just taking a lot of time and effort and, like, decision making. Making decisions on stuff like that is really tough because, like, yeah, I want my old my grandma's old turkey platter. I want it. I wanna keep it, but where? Like, I have a lot of, I tie a lot of, like, nostalgic, like, I'm very sentimental, and so I have a tendency to, like, keep things that are so dumb. Like, I found yesterday as we were going through things, I found a box. It's like a little paper clip box. It's a little cardboard box that I thought was gonna have paper clips in it, and I opened it. Apparently, I don't even remember doing this, and I was in high school when I did it. I saved every movie stub from all of the movies that I went to with friends in high school. I went to the movies a lot in high school. I did not realize how often I went, but I was like, "I saved these, and why are they still here? And what do I do with them?" Like, in a sense, you wanna keep it for that nostalgic purpose because 'cause you're, like, so amazed when you look back through it, but then you're like, "This needs to go in the trash. Like, I should not be keeping these." And so, it's little stuff like that that I just have found so many of those types of things around the house that I'm like, "What is going on?" It's a lot. Yes. Cindy said, "I'm the same way, I have a hard time letting go of things." I really do too. I have a lot. And, it's just at the point where it's like, I didn't even know that existed, so I don't need to keep it, you know? But like I have a cake stand that, was a gift to my grandparents, and it's beautiful. It is stunning, it's gorgeous. The cake stand that was, a wedding to my grandparents, and they got married 65 years ago, the day before yesterday. And, like, yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Like, I'm not getting rid of it. Um, yeah, I agree, Mia. I did that with a lot of stuff, like our wedding invitations and wedding favors and things like that. I took photos of them, and then I threw them away because I was like, "I don't need these. They're gone. Like, no one can use this. It's going in the trash." But at least I took, a photo and I kept one. I kept one wedding invitation just to put and it's all, like, in a box, but Tammy said put them in the collage frame. Yeah, I would. I am crafty in some ways, but I feel like making, like, any type of paper crafts, like scrapbooking or diorama type things or collage I'm terrible. They always end up looking terrible. So, like, we've got our flowers from our wedding that we had professionally done, and they're gorgeous. I have an unboxing video here on my channel if you wanna see those. But, we're working on things like that, like hanging things like that up instead of letting them sit in a closet. But it's a lot of work going through a huge house, because it's not my stuff too, David has stuff as well, and it's just taking a lot of time to go through it. But like I said, it's been 3 weeks, and we're doing work on it every single day, and just, like I said, it's a process. So it's like I'm managing my full-time job, I'm managing the shop, and we're going through this whole house redo. So, yeah, I don't know how I'm doing it all, but I'm good. Yeah, but it's happening. But I'm doing it all. I do know how I'm doing it all. It's because my mom is here. But Mia said she loves it. I have an amazing relationship with my mom. I know I am so blessed because I would never have been able to do this without her. Because she's doing so much of it. I mean, like even yesterday morning while I was working, she was like breaking down a ton of old cardboard boxes. I had like Y'all, I'm like borderline hoarder. I was saving so many boxes to things. I'm like, "Why am I keeping this? Like, why am I keeping the box to our air fryer that's like 2 years old and is probably on its way out pretty soon?" Why do I have the box for that? Why? Our blender, our Instant Pot, like, all of that stuff. I saved all those boxes, and I'm like, "Why?" Anyway, so Mia asked, what my mom is doing when me and David are working. She is, like, just doing stuff around the house like that. She's kinda helping to maintain and do, like, laundry and dishes and things like that because, you know, if our attention is elsewhere, we don't have the time to do all those things. Um, and so yeah, let's see, sorry. Yeah, that Mia, we have the box for ours as well. She said we only have the box for our TV in case we need to sell it or something. Yeah, we have ours too. Um, but yeah, like all those smaller appliances, I'm like, "Why am I keeping these? I don't need to keep these." So, we're slowly but surely getting through all of it. iPhone boxes and things like that. I'm like, "It needs to go, it needs to go." And then sometimes, like, we have an extra room upstairs that we have nothing in. It was supposed to, at some point, be a nursery, but since that's not happening, I don't know if that will happen, but since it's not happening soon, I had just started, like, putting a bunch of boxes in there. It was like a cardboard jungle in there. And I was like, "Okay, we need to go through all of this." But it's just crazy. I don't know. I just got so busy between my work and the shop that I was, like, not doing anything around the house that I should be doing to, like, maintain it in a good way, you know? So she's helping do all that. It's overwhelming. It really is. And, like, I was starting to notice, like, a serious decline in my mental health as well, just because, like, when your environment is in disarray and nothing has a place and everything is chaotic, you kind of feel like your brain is that way too, you know? Like, when my environment is chaotic and messy, my brain is chaotic and messy, and I was like, "I am not functioning well." And so, having taken time to really go through it and make all the decisions and find a place for everything has been it's a huge blessing, but anyway, so, Heather says, "I have to do the same thing, I have to purge, especially my craft room in the basement, scared of the basement purge." I know, and mine is the attic, like, our attic is more of a storage room, kind of we call it the hobbit room, like, in my craft room in my old videos, I used to have that little door behind me, and beyond that door is not a crosswalk, it's a space above our garage, and it's like it expands the whole width of the garage, and it's a beautiful attic, but it's storage because it's not insulated, and so that entire location is it's cold in the winters and hot in the summer, so you can only really store things in there, you can't use it as space, so that's the attic, that's the storage, but I was using a room down here in the basement as storage as well, and all of the things were scattered. Some of the holiday stuff was up there, some of it was down here, it was a mess, and so, we ended up turning the little room down here into a little library with all of our books and all of our games. Because it's a really tiny room, it's, like, almost a closet. You could barely fit a twin size bed in there if you wanted to, so we ended up using it for that, but it's really nice, it's really pretty, and we're getting there, like, the basement's pretty much done, that's where I'm sitting now, um, and then we finished my craft room, that took 2 or 3 days, um, but I will show it to you, I have a picture, and if you follow me on Instagram, I posted the picture of it on Instagram, and I wanna show you how chaotic this room was before we did anything. So, when I was doing my lives before, this is the room that I was in, okay? Now, mind you, this was my craft room and it was the shop. 100% absolute chaos, chaos. And then, now it is delightful, and I would like to spend every waking moment there if I could. So here's the craft room now. I'm gonna zoom in a little. You can see it. And I am gonna get off here really soon, by the way, after this. So here is my craft room now. So you can see, like, over here, I've got my chair, I've got all my, like, Bella trays stored, and my muds, and all my cover minders. It's really pretty, I'm really loving it. I've got my little craft cart there, I can access both sides of the table, the TV is right in front of me, so I don't have to turn every time I look at it, and there's a little bookcase there with some of my, like, cross-stitching magazines and sewing supplies, and it's so pretty. I love it. It's like it's such a zen and peaceful place, and yeah, Ethan and Debbie. Debbie said, "It looks beautiful and so calming," and it really is, like, it's just it's a lovely place to be in, I'm loving it. But I can't dive in paint right now, and I'm just like, "Ugh," it's killing me. But we'll get there. Love your shade. Yeah, me too, and I can't, like, at some point, I would love to, like, kinda take you guys on my little craft room tour, but I'm just not there yet. So once we are all finished and mom heads out and, yeah, I'll have a little more time, I think, once we get all of the house stuff done, so that I can kinda take you guys all tour that place, and then the lives that I do on the weekends where I don't have a shop release will be from there. And then all my videos will be filmed there as well, so there's the same here, we have no attic, just sunroom, and that's why I'm like, "Nope, this has to stop." Yeah, it has to, like, you just at some point, you get so fed up that it's like, "It's time." And that's how I was at. I was like I was just like, "No, we have to go through this." Anyway, something I forgot to do that I wanna go ahead and do so that we can decide which 2 Zodiacs are gonna be the first ones for next week. We have to do that really quick, and then I'm gonna head off. So let me share my screen. Alright. So, I'm not sharing yet, but I'm working on it. Present. Share my screen. I wanna pick a tab here. Alright. You can see this, right? Now let me know. I said, "Give yourself some grace." I know, I know. Um, I'm trying. I'm just, like, I was so impatient because I was so unhappy in the space that I was like, "I have to make this better because I can't." Like, I just wasn't functioning in the space well either. Every time I needed something, it was not in a place where I needed it, and it was just bad. But anyway, hopefully you guys can see my screen. I'm going to go ahead and do the first picker. So this is my zodiac sign picker. You can see all 12 of them are on here, and I'm gonna click and spin it. See, I wanna see if I can whoops, whoops. I was trying to see if there was an option for me to for it to go away, once it picks, but I don't know if that's an option, so it's okay. We'll just do it twice if we have to. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and spin this bad boy, and we'll see which 2 zodiacs we're gonna do first. Honest. Cancer. All right, so Cancer is gonna be one of our first zodiac signs. I wonder, I guess what I could do, looking at my other options. So I'm gonna go back to actually, I'll just spin again. I'll just spin again. So we've got Cancer, that's number 1, and let's spin for a second time. And Leo. Okay, so those are our 2 that are gonna come out first. We've got Leo and Cancer. Some summer signs, those are right next to each other, right? Leo is August, beginning of August, right? Cancer is toward the end of July, yeah, so they're right next to each other. Anyway, so Cancer and Leo, those will be our 2 zodiac signs that are coming out first. And yeah, we now you just see me. So those, like I said, will be the ones that come out on May 6th. And then next week in the live, we will do, the next 2. We'll spin for the other 10 and see which 2 will come up, on the 13th. Right? Sound good? Sound good to you guys? So Cancer and Leo are coming up first, and then, there'll be 2 cover minder options for each putty. Yeah, so anyway, I think I'm gonna head off here because it's about movie time. I gotta go put on my sneakers and head out the house. So we're gonna go see the new Air Jordan movie and then have some dinner, and it is rainy and yuck, but we're gonna make the most of it. But I hope you guys have a really wonderful Saturday and you have a great weekend and that, maybe just maybe, if you are feeling the way that I've been feeling lately, please, well, number 1, give this video a thumbs up because we don't have a ton of them. There's only 23 and there's 43 of you guys watching. So if you could give this a video a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Um, but, also, if you've been feeling the way that I've been feeling, please, like, I encourage you, even if it's just 15 minutes, set a timer for 15 minutes and pick some stuff up around the house. Doesn't matter what you do, but, like, just like 15 minutes to, like, even just tidy up your diamond painting space. I guarantee you it will make you feel so much better, and you'll be amazed at how much you can get done in 15 minutes. Like, I'll throw that out there and just encourage you guys because I know it's rough, though. It's rough. Um, anyway, I hope you have a really great weekend and make the most of it, and I love you guys, and I'll miss you this weekend, and I'm excited about next week's shop release. Granted, everything goes okay with making product, and I will see you next week. Okay? Love you guys. Bye.